Aloha, I'm Jen Boniza. Welcome to Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV. Today's show, we bring you a very inspiring and unique environmental surfing project. It's called the ProTest. 8 pro surfers participated to raise awareness about pollution.
The ProTest is an opportunity for the pros to test Ecoboards, along with a protest against the 100% toxic surfboard.
They're made out of partially recycled materials or plant-based materials or both. You know, some companies have been doing it for a while, and recently they're putting a label on it, and you can buy these boards that are certified Ecoboards.
Show everybody in the industry and everybody that surfs that there's a different alternative solution to the kind of boards we've been riding for since it began the last 20, 30 years. And mainly to show that they're on the level as any other boards.
Well, the premise of the whole project was that not enough people are riding Ecoboards. The technology is already here for us to at least be riding boards that are at least partially better than 100% toxic. So we wanted to prove that and try to figure out, why isn't the average Joe riding Ecoboards? And the answer really stems from the fact that our leaders aren't riding Ecoboards. So what we did was try to incentivize the North Shore's best and actually the world's best surfers to use Ecoboards by putting up a $10,000 purse prize for first place for the best performance of the winter on Ecoboards.
They have a label from Sustain Surf, and the lowest level to be qualified as an Ecoboard is they need to be a quarter recycled foam and or made from a quarter bio-based resin. So these are EPS, and they can be made from recycled styrofoam, they can be made from recycled EPS surfboards, and right now it's 25%, but we're hoping in the future it'll be more like 50 to 100%.
It's all about raising awareness and allowing people to understand that there's better materials to be used in the world than what we're based off of using.
To win the contest, what we did was we had each surfer submit a 3-minute edit or less explaining what the boards were made out of, how they like them, and then prove it. Show the actual footage of them getting kegged right here at Pipe, or getting airs at Rockies, or wherever. And then we left it up to you to go out, go to Surfer Mag's website at surfer.com, vote for your favorite, and that's it. The person with the most votes is walking home with $10,000 tonight.
There was a library of these Ecoboards that are made from recycled materials and plant-based bioresins. And some guys had their own board shaped with the label. You could buy them from a shop. However it was, you had an Ecoboard, you could use it over the course of the season, or you could use one from the quote-unquote library.
I think we really are just scratching the surface, and there's a lot more we as consumers and individuals need to do and keep pushing the subject.
Our whole goal is to take the eco fringe, so like the hippies, the guys and girls like me eating granola and riding Ecoboards, make that become the mainstream, and then allow us to take the eco fringe to the next level. And then every year, let's keep pushing the level higher and higher to a point where we finally get to a fully recyclable surfboard, or maybe even better, a fully biodegradable surfboard.
So these Ecoboards perform very similar to a normal EPS. An EPS board is stronger and lighter than your normal poly board. Sometimes they can be a little more stiff and chattery. These boards perform the same as any other EPS board. Excited to see in the future how these technologies emerge and how they take this Ecoboard concept, add new technology and make them ride just like what we're used to.
Once you have like the confidence in them, the board, I felt like the boards worked really good. They performed really well.
Next, more from the ProTest. Welcome back. 8 pro surfers participated in the ProTest to inspire everyone to do their part to help keep our environment clean.
You know, our main goal is to spend our free time getting pleasure from surfing the ocean. What we need to do is take the next step to realize that our actions and the actions of the people around us are putting our pleasure at risk.
I would think surfers are more conscious of pollution in the ocean because surfers are there more than anyone. They're there almost every day. They're in the water. And so, you know, you see trash floating around, you always grab it, put it in your baggies, bring it in, throw it in the trash can. You're on your way to the beach to surf, you see some trash, you pick it up, bring your kids down to play. They're playing in the sand, they pick up trash, throw it away. You know, we're living, breathing in the sand, in the ocean.
Our professional surfers, the top CT guys, they have a megaphone bigger than any of us. They've got millions of followers. They've got people that wear what they wear, read what they read, look at the photos that they post, and ride what they ride. They're super influential.
Projects like these are kind of making everybody more conscious about everything. Definitely myself, you know, I can't say I was like 100% conscious about this. And to me, it started, I just wanted to get some boards, get a sick edit, but after like learning so much about it, it's like turned my whole mentality around. And I told like everyone, like next winter, I want to have all my boards Ecoboards. You know, it's just a no-brainer for us.
You know, as a surfer, I try to let my actions speak louder than my words and, you know, inspire people by just showing people and getting out there, getting my hands dirty and not being afraid to put my foot down and do whatever I can.
A lot of the surfboards we use now are basically single-use surfboards. You use them, you break them, you throw them away, or they end up floating away in the ocean, or you know, after a year or two, they're so dinged up and banged up, you just get rid of them, don't use them anymore. It's kind of a shame.
When you really think about it, pollution in general is the result of failed design. So why are we making products that last for just a few minutes out of a material that lasts forever? It's a huge design failure, and we need to change that. So single-use plastics are bad because they're gonna outlive us. That plastic fork that you use at lunch is gonna be around longer than you, your kid, your grandkid, your great-grandkid. Just keeps going because plastics don't break down. They only break up into smaller and smaller pieces.
Part of solving a problem is acknowledging that you have a problem, and that's our problem today, is we kind of need to try our best to, you know, not consume so much plastic or use so much plastic.
best solution to all of this is for us to redesign the way that we make our products. It's us as the consumers demanding less single-use plastic things and demanding things made out of biodegradable materials. They're only making it because we're demanding it. So we can't always just put all the blame on industry and government. We need to look in the mirror at our own consumer behaviors and realize in the end, we have the collective power.
I think this is a great start to raising awareness and, you know, educating people upon little changes that we can make in our life. Like Sustainable Coastlines, they do such a great job. If you can create surfboards using better materials, why not?
Maybe in a few decades we'll see boards made out of cork and made with hemp cloth and made with plant-based resins, and maybe these things will break down into the environment.
The everyday people who surf to start using these materials and ultimately to get the cost down.
And then all of a sudden we have our biggest brands seeing the importance in creating better surfboards for us. Not only because it's better for the environment, but it's better for their bottom lines, because that's what really they're gonna answer to. So it's up to us. Let's start demanding better boards. Make sure that your next board is at least a level 1 sustainable surf Ecoboard. Make it better.
What a great cause. Congratulations goes to Mikey Red O'Shaughnessy and cinematographer Nate Tyler. They took home the $10,000 prize. And if you want to find out more information, you can go to sustainablecoastlineshawaii.org/theprotest. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Jen Boniza. We'll see you here again for another Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV. Aloha.